Tonight on Cougar News, the polls are set to open the 29th of this month. Find out what some of the candidates have to say about issues concerning COC.
Plus, spurs, cowboy hats, and boots kicking up dirt, the Cowboy Festival made its return to the Santa Clarita Valley, and we were there as Western enthusiasts giddied up to the festivities.
And the softball team continued its run in conference. We have the latest scores. Cougar News starts now.
This is Cougar News.
Hello, welcome to Cougar News. I am Oscar Rogel.
And I'm Haley Cook. Here's what's new in the Cougar Newsroom. This year's Associated Student Government candidates for election are looking to solve a few campus-related issues that students may face. Stacy Lewis went out to find exactly what those issues are and what some of the candidates, if elected, plan on doing with them.
Some COC students may be concerned about parking or registration fees, or even something as simple as not knowing when a campus event will take place. This year's Associated Student Government candidates hope to solve these issues.
The Associated Student Government fulfills many tasks, the most prominent of which are activities held on campus. You see people giving out free food. A lot of times that's ASG. They help people, they help clubs run events, they give them grants. The other big part of what they do is legislative advocacy. That's mostly what the student trustee's job is. That's what I have experience in, and that's why I'm running for that.
Andrew says his goal is to help the ASG to rejoin the Student Senate for California Community Colleges, which is the organization recognized by the Board of Governors as the official student advocacy group.
I opened up to that, and I was very involved with other organizations like the Student Senate and the Student Trustee Association.
Leor Lakovsky, ASG Public Affairs Officer candidate, believes that COC should work on raising awareness on campus events earlier than they have in the past.
I've noticed that a lot of events get publicized only the day before they occur, and it doesn't really give people a lot of time to really clear up their schedule and get to that event. I really want to get it publicized before, maybe a week before.
Two parties are running for ASG positions, the 101 Block and the Lucky 7, as well as some candidates who have chosen to run independently.
Voting will take place April 29th online at www.canyons.edu/ASG/elections or visit the campus from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. For Cougar News, I'm Stacy Lewis.
College of the Canyons recently hosted the Academy Awards for teachers. At the Performing Arts Center, Nick Collado was there as many teachers were recognized.
There was a full house at the Performing Arts Center Thursday night as 55 teachers from the Santa Clarita Valley were honored at the 29th Annual SCV Education Foundation. The board president, Jim Becker, said out of the 2,100 teachers, one teacher from each of the 55 schools is selected.
I think that what we're doing is really just honoring their excellence and their dedication to our students, and we want the teachers to know that. We want the public school community to know that.
It is an honor tonight. It's a pleasure to be amongst the colleagues that I am. It's an honor, and most I feel unworthy. It's an awesome thing.
A teacher in her 14th year also gives advice for inspiring teachers.
Make sure that you love it with all your heart, because it comes at a cost, and you have to be willing to sacrifice the things that it's going to take to do it and to do it well. But I think for those of us that love it, there's nothing better. You couldn't pick anything else better to do.
Congratulations to the honorees, and remember, every teacher is a winner. Thank you for all your hard work. For Cougar News, I'm Nick Collado.
The scholarly presentation, The U.S. in the Middle East, A Century of Friendship and Hostility, presented students and spectators with the history of the U.S. involvement in the Middle East. David Perez has the story.
Tonight, we are going to discuss the history of the presence of the United States in the Middle East.
College of the Canyons Scholarly Presentation, The United States and the Middle East, presented by Dr. Ali Akbar Mahdi, combined the history, theology, economic interest, and geopolitical interests between the United States and the Middle East. The 1-hour presentation described the complex situation regarding relations between the U.S. and the Middle East over the past century.
My hope is that they have understood why United States goes outside of the country and fights and makes deals, engages in political and economic activity with the other countries, and when it does, what kind of consequences it leaves behind. So the more we can reduce the negative effect of our own interaction with the other parts of the world, the safer we are here, and the less resentment exists against us, and more people would like to have interaction with us. The more we understand the culture of the people we interact with, the more the chances that we have a good relationship with them. That is my hope.
Reporting for Cougar News, I'm David Perez.
The COC speech team won a school record of 5 medals at the 2013 Phi Pi National Speech Tournament held at Woodland Hills Marriott last weekend. After 9 days of practice and completion that ended on Saturday, including numerous 14-hour days, team members won 1 gold medal, 1 silver medal, and 3 bronze medals. The COC speech team enjoyed incredible success this season and took this program to a new level because of the incredible support given to 9-year team director Michael Leach.
Now we toss it over to Stacy Lewis for breaking news.
And what do you have for us, Stacy?
It's actually been a kind of crazy day for Cal State Northridge students, Oscar. Police officers detained and released 4 individuals meeting the description of a California State University Northridge gun suspect Wednesday. Earlier, the CSUN Department of Police Services sent out an emergency press release reporting that a male was spotted with a gun leaving the Oviatt Library on campus at 4:50 p.m. The suspect is still at large and is described as a male wearing a red t-shirt underneath a black jacket, carrying a black backpack. Authorities are searching all campus buildings. Anyone with information is urged to call University Police at 818-677-2111 or to call 911 if in need of help. Mayor Bob Keller of the Santa Clarita Valley will be hosting his 3rd of 4 town hall meetings on Tuesday. The meetings will be held on April 30th at 7 p.m. at the Rosedale Elementary School. The meeting will start with a brief overview of future programs and projects in the city, specifically the communities surrounding the area where the meeting will be held. A discussion on these programs will take place among city staff and several tables with information following a brief presentation given by the mayor. Over 10,000 people gathered for the memorial of 27-year-old MIT police officer Sean Collier on Wednesday. The officer was shot and killed in his patrol car on Thursday night by the Boston suspects, authorities said. Among the speakers at the service were Vice President Biden and U.S. Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren. MIT President L. Raphael Reif said, quote, "Officer Collier didn't just have a job at MIT, he had a life at MIT." That does it for this week's breaking news. Follow us on our Facebook page or follow us on Twitter at COC_Cougar News. You can also check us out on the web at cougarnews.com. I'm Stacy Lewis. Back to you, Oscar.
Thank you very much, Stacy. It seems like every day conversations are about the economy. Some struggle with finding jobs, but it may not be so hard. Kyle Gaffori has more.
COC hosted its annual job fair today, bringing dozens of employers and job seekers to have an opportunity to meet and greet, and to explore possibilities in employment and internships.
Well, today's job fair, we have about 65 companies in attendance, variety of all industries looking to hire, and we have a lot of job seekers, as you can see. We hear success stories from companies directly. They contact us and say we hired as a result of the job fair, and those stories make us feel good.
With dozens of companies looking to hire, including Big Five, the Postal Service, the LAPD, and Panda Express, they look for certain qualities.
The better impression they put on us, the more opportunities we may find for them. We remember smiles, we remember their enthusiasm and their persistence, and that's what we're looking for. And this is how they can prove it to us versus just applying online with an application.
The job fair has been a great way for students to have easy access to employers and possible opportunities.
It's awesome. I mean, some people they don't have the motivation to get out there, and it's especially if you're a student, it's right here. It's so convenient. I've been getting some good vibes. A lot of people are really friendly, and I feel like they want me to work for them.
For Cougar News, I'm Kyle Gaffori.
Coming up next on Cougar News, we catch up with the latest in entertainment.
Plus, a student found out the easy way to getting a new car. Stay tuned.
Art is life. Art is love. Art is patience.
Vincenzo's New Hall offers the best value and great tasting pizza for all of the Santa Clarita Valley. From the freshest toppings and savory sauce to expertly hand-tossed pies, Vincenzo's New Hall offers terrific service, ice-cold drinks, fresh salads, and of course, great tasting handmade pizza. Vincenzo's features Friday night karaoke. Saturday night, it's live bluegrass featuring the Grateful Dudes, and Sunday, the only live local rock and roll. Vincenzo's New Hall invites you to dine in or try their takeout, or let us come to you with our rapid and friendly home delivery. Vincenzo's New Hall, inch for inch, the best pizza in the Santa Clarita Valley.
These days, it's all about who you know. Rachel Gout attended the TED Talks seminar to find out how to broaden your connections. TED Talks was hosted on the Valencia campus in Mentry Hall on Saturday, with this year's theme being connectivity. Speakers informed COC students on how to develop and maintain connections in the workplace.
Everyone had a different way of explaining connectivity and why we're connected or how we're connected, but connectivity was the main point.
Everyone here is willing to learn and share ideas. It's a great conference to attend, and we had great speakers, a storyteller, a person who's teaching us that there is more ways to communicate in disaster areas, someone who's teaching us that with small entrepreneurship, basically you can dissolve barriers. So there were plenty of speeches, and next year we hope that we'll have another one and with more speakers.
This past Saturday night, students from the Theater 127 class performed their second improv show of the semester. I was there to catch all the fun and laughter.
It was another night of spontaneous humor and laughter as COC's own improv performers, the comedians of the Canyons, performed in front of a live audience in an all-new improvised show.
We do 3 shows each semester here on campus, and it's totally free, open to the public, and it's lots of fun. Everybody in the show is a student in Theater 127, which is our improv performance class. These are our advanced students who've had a semester of improv, and students learn how to do improv. They get experience in front of an audience, and hopefully the audience has a great time.
How was your workout? To which I responded, hey!
Watching everyone laugh, like I love watching everyone laugh and causing all the laughs.
Just being silly.
Yeah.
To make people laugh, to entertain
Make
people.
them feel uncomfortable in a public setting.
Yes.
And to make them think.
Make them more open to other things. Yes.
To be funny and not be bad at being funny.
So if you're looking for some good improv or a good laugh, make sure you catch the last show of the semester here on May 25th at College of the Canyons in Pico Hall, room 202. For Cougar News, I am Oscar Rogel. And now it's time for entertainment with Tyler Whiting.
What's going on in the entertainment world, Tyler?
Thanks, guys. Going to the movies may be a little more enjoyable with the recent dip in ticket prices. The average price of tickets in the United States dropped 9 cents to $7.94 from $8.05. This is a significant drop from the record high prices of $8.12 last year. Ticket prices change depending on the mix of movies. Ticket prices could rise with the release of movies such as Iron Man 3, which command higher ticket prices because they are shown in 3D. The Metairie Hall Theater at COC recently screened a film about a combat veteran who struggles adjusting back home to a normal everyday life. Oscar Rogel, along with guests and fellow veterans, were emotionally moved by the realism of the movie.
Many veterans and guests were in attendance for the screening, Least Among Saints, a film that captures a combat veteran transitioning back home from a deployment to a normal civilian life.
Sometimes things happen like that and nobody has any control over it.
Least Among Saints is about a combat veteran who comes home and his relationship to this young boy, and it's inspired by veterans that I met and also this young child that I knew whose mother was a real lost soul. And so I thought what it would be like for these two individuals, this soldier and this abandoned boy, if they came together and how they might find healing and redemption together.
It shed a lot of good light on veteran issues today and veterans coming back from the war in Afghanistan and Iraq.
As a veteran myself, it actually struck a lot of chords inside me as far as some of the conflicts that the main actor was feeling actually struck home as far as veterans needing help and dealing with their internal issues.
Thousands of veterans struggle with life after post-deployment, and the main message to take away from this film is, veterans, you are not alone. There is plenty of help and resources at your services.
The Vet Center is a tremendous resource, and they can really help you sort through what you need to know, what you don't need to know. The College of the Canyons has a great veterans program, and we're connected to a lot of different resources. So there are amazing things that are happening right now for veterans. I just strongly encourage you to seek out the information and get involved.
Reporting from College of the Canyons, I am Oscar Rogel for Cougar News.
College of the Canyons International Film Festival will be showing the film Wings of Desire this Friday. The film shows two angels, Damiel and Cassiel, who have watched over Earth for generations and the challenges they see every day and must face in the city of Berlin. The film was made in 1987 and was made by director Wim Wenders and German playwright Peter Hanke. The movie will be shown in Hasley Hall in room 101 this Friday at 7 p.m. Santa Clarita residents had the opportunity to relive the old days of the Wild West this past weekend at the Santa Clarita Cowboy Festival. Haley Cook tells us more.
The legendary Melody Ranch hosted the 20th Annual Cowboy Festival on April 20th through the 21st. The main event capturing the history of the Wild West and showing it to the community.
The ambience here with a historic old western town that really is an historic looking old western town, where the kids and the horses are riding down the street in front of me, and we just enjoy them so much, and the kids see something they would never see. That's just great. And I support it 100%. Being on the city council, I'm very, very proud that we can present this and bring this to not only our own community, but the state and the nation.
What I'm doing is spinning alpaca into yarn on my spinning wheel. And over here, Ken Wood is weaving it into fabric. I've been coming here for quite a long time, and I like seeing my friends and neighbors and showing how you can take wool and turn it into textiles and fabrics. I like showing the children because a lot of times they have never seen that done in person.
Kids got the opportunity to learn about all things Western, even roping and riding, chuck wagons, and Native American culture.
I love showing people, and so they can see the history and talk about, what went on in the old days and cattle drives. And, this wagon is being 1910. It's on the end of the cattle drives, so it would be more of a ranch type wagon. This wagon's it was built as a freight wagon, so it's a heavy wagon. It wouldn't have been really used for a cattle drive because it's too large, too heavy.
Culture, history, food, and fun is what has brought over 10,000 visitors back each year for what has now been awarded the Best Cowboy Music Gathering of 2013. I'm Haley Cook reporting for Cougar News.
Meantime, if you're interested in watching live theater this week, you don't have to travel outside of Santa Clarita to find it. Here's more with Taylor Villanueva.
I'm Taylor Villanueva for this week's Cougar News Spotlight. I'm about to go center stage with student, singer, actor, and writer Christian Guerra.
The defining moment for me when I realized, I want to
be a part of this or I want to do this is my parents took me to see The Wizard of Oz at the Pantages in Hollywood when I was 6. And I didn't want to go because the flying monkeys really scared me. I was not happy I was going, but from the second the curtain went up to the second the curtain went down, I was mesmerized. Mad World is an original musical written by myself and my best friend Steven Schmidt. And then we added our other friend Chandler Patton to the writing team this past summer. It's an original musical that we came up with as our senior project at Valencia High School, and it got produced twice, and it was, successful, and we sold out every show, and it was this huge ordeal. And after it was all said and done, we wanted to keep writing it, so we've been writing it for the past 2 years and doing productions and readings of it, and then we did a short film of it, and we did it in concert, just all this stuff with it. And yeah, it's our little baby. It's our project. I am the director and choreographer of In the Heights for Valencia High School. There's other parts of the show. They're doing a big review show for their end of the year show, and the other directors and the choreographers and the vocal director and Mr. Whalen, we just sat at a table and they all auditioned, and I took the people that I wanted and they took the people that they wanted. I've always liked working with high school age performers because they bring an energy to it that sometimes adults lack, and they're so willing and they're so excited and they're so passionate about this that what they bring is just unmatchable. It's just fun to watch and be a part of. So I would say if you feel like you want to do this or you're too shy or you've never done it before, go see as much theater as you can, watch as many movies as you can, get involved, and you'll find your niche. And if it's something that you want to do professionally, then the opportunities will present themselves. And if it's something that you want to do as a hobby, I feel like it's the best hobby that people can have.
If you want to see some of Christian's work come to life on stage, then check out Valencia High School's production of In the Heights. Once again, for this week's Cougar News Spotlight, I'm Taylor Villanueva.
That does it for entertainment this week. I'm Tyler Whiting. Back to you, Oscar.
Thank you very much, Tyler. Many hopeful students came out to the Cougar Stadium for a chance to win a brand new car, and we were there for the lucky winner as they walked away with keys to a new car.
I'm shaking, and I can't even believe what's happening right now.
The winning number is 907. Drum roll, please.
I might as well just leave. And then it's what? They called my name? There's no way.
What's your name?
Krista Wyatt.
Krista, and you are from what school?
Canyon.
Krista from Canyon High School. Krista Wyatt, congratulations. The winner of the All News 2013. Ladies and gentlemen, give a big round of applause to all of our sponsors, especially Nissan of Valencia. $99 down delivered.
I think any business, any dealership that's successful like we are, I think they need to get back. And we wanted to get back to the school district, and we wanted to get back to the kids. So, this is a great thing for us to pair up with the Hart District, who wanted kids to show up at school. So, hey, you show up 97% of the time, you got a shot to win a car.
No, I didn't imagine this at all. In fact, I didn't even know I was coming here until about 2 hours ago. And it's exciting. We were looking to buy her a car so when she does go to college.
I don't have to buy a car anymore!
Many might not know about the opportunities available for them here at COC, but Jonathan Guerra has the scoop on one place that can help boost a grade or two.
Guidance Learning Activity Program is just one of the many programs offered by the TLC Lab on campus. The GLA program started 4 years ago and was designed to aid with the supplemental learning process.
So what exactly are the GLAs?
GLA stands for Guided Learning Activity. They
are kind of like workshops in the sense that you learn the same material, but instead of being taught by a professor, you're learning on your own on a computer.
So, how exactly do the GLAs help students?
GLAs help students by helping them improve on their weaknesses. And when you help a student improve their weaknesses, they can produce better work as a student.
College curriculum can be difficult for all students at one time or another. The GLA program is there to help students get back on track.
So if you're ever in need of help and you don't know where to go, the TLC, specifically the GLA format, is the best place for you to try to work on whatever you need to.
So why exactly should students sign up for the GLA program at the TLC lab?
When a student comes in because they know that they're weak in a certain area, working on those weaknesses will help them improve as a student, and it will be applicable for later courses.
So as you can see, you can learn tons of information here at the TLC lab, specifically with the GLA program. If you like any information, feel free to drop by anytime. I'm Jonathan Guerra with Cougar News. Have a nice day.
Still to come on Cougar News, find out what special anniversary is coming to the Santa Clarita Valley.
And plus, we take a look at local sports across the city. Stay tuned.
Shoppers and bargain buyers were at the Saugus Speedway this Sunday for the weekly swap meet. As the Santa Clarita Swap Meet celebrated their 50-year anniversary, James Franck has more.
Shoppers headed to the Santa Clarita Swap Meet this Sunday, not only for bargains, but for a celebration.
Hello, welcome to Swap Meet. Thank you.
Enjoy a beautiful day. Here we go.
There to cut the ribbon was original owner William Benelli's grandson, Doug.
50 years ago, I was 8 years old, drinking my grandpa's hot chocolate. You know, I wouldn't say there's been any one change. It's been an evolution as racing came and went, as the swap meet has grown and shrunk and grown again over the years. I hope the swap meet will grow and continue to be a dynamic part of the community.
I talked to a vendor and a local.
My name's Bill with Billy Bob Tiki. Oh yeah, I was coming here on the Speedway when they had the figure eights on the track. And come here, hang out, have a good time, meet people, and make money at the same time.
While I was doing some shopping for myself, I ran into Bob.
I've been coming here since the early 1980s, but only within the last couple years. My cruising cooler, and I come out here. It's amazing some of the things people say. I just love it. You know, a lot of my personality is in this thing. Show off, make a fool of myself, and I'm loving it.
It's very somber out here on the racetrack after the swap meet closes. I hope you found that great buy you were looking for. If not, come back on Tuesdays and Saturdays as well. With Cougar News, I'm James Franck.
The early years are learning years for children. I was there to witness a day full of kids having fun.
The National Association for the Education of Young Children presented the Week of the Young Child Play Day, where many families brought their kids to enjoy the many activities that were presented to them on this day.
It's completely free to attend. It's also completely free to participate. So we have vendors from all over the community. Anyone who works with children. So local children's centers, we have SELPA, we have local gymnastics and karate. Anyone who provides services to children and families are welcome to attend and just set up a booth and play. That's the only criteria. We ask that they come play with children.
I love that this event is, showing other families what is out there.
I think there's some families that are unaware of what's happening around here, so I like it.
You know, my favorite part is I have been teaching forever, and so a lot of the older kids that used to be enrolled come all back, seeing all the kids come and enjoy still what we used to do, and so they come back and do their crafts with us, and that's the best part.
Just as a great free event in the community, I don't have to drive very far, and we come here every year. We try to make it.
This is a perfect example of how kids learn, right? Kids learn by seeing and feeling and touching and playing, and I mean, this is just a really awesome opportunity for them.
Favorite part about today has to be interacting with everybody. One of the main reasons why I started this company is because I enjoy talking, meeting different people, working with children, working with adults. So today we've met over 200 people and it's been amazing. It's been nonstop, good energy.
I like the bowling thing.
Do you want to leave?
No.
Do you want to come back next year?
Yeah.
You know what? All right.
For more information about this event, visit naeyc.org, or you can visit the COC Children's Center here at College of the Canyons. Reporting for Cougar News, I am Oscar Rogel. All right, and now it's time for sports with Tigran Martirosyan.
How are the local teams doing?
Guys, it hasn't necessarily been the best year in COC sports, but you wouldn't say that if you were a member of the women's softball team. They went into Tuesday's matchup against Mission College at 29-8 and undefeated in conference play. Things started off slowly for the Cougars, though. We had the bottom of the fourth. And how about Bree Edwards with a solo shot? Talk about power. She got all of that one. COC would answer back almost immediately. There's Andrea Blackpool, who's come up big all season long. She gets a line drive double, and it just began to pour from there. And usually it has to rain before it pours, but COC never gave it a chance to rain. It just poured. Melissa Reynosa singles to left field, scoring Valerie Imperial. Cue the Star Wars theme music. Not long after that, Savannah Gutierrez singles to right field. Elisa Hernandez and Elisa Rocha come in to score, making it 9-3. COC would add on 3 more runs in the 7th as they go on to win easily 12-3. And a quick update on COC baseball. COC came up with a much-needed 9-3 victory on Saturday over West LA. They'll play again on Friday in what they hope to maintain a playoff spot. Also, Hart and Valencia squared off earlier this afternoon. Hart came away with a 4-3 win. Staying with high school baseball, if you like dramatic finishes, you'll enjoy the result of Friday's high school baseball action. Saugus High School is off to a solid start with a 5-3 record. They played the role of both host and heavy favorite against Golden Valley, who continues to struggle at 1-7. Bottom of the first, and Dylan Frere gets things going with a 2-run shot, and just like that, Saugus takes control early on. Saugus nursing a 5-1 lead, seemingly in full control going into the 7th and final inning, but Golden Valley's Equan Martin has something to say about that. He brings in 2 runners to score. That would put Golden Valley on top 6-5. Then it's Nick Tejada on the mound for Golden Valley playing closer and trying to complete the comeback. Runner on second, he gets the job done. What a play, what a game, and what a comeback. Golden Valley avoids falling to 1-8 as they come away with a dramatic 6-5 win over Saugus. On Monday, April 22nd, those who attended the LA Mirada Senior Swim Meet witnessed history. Abri Weitzel, a member of the Canyons Aquatic Swim Team, broke the SCS 15 through 16 age group record in the 50-meter prelim, which was previously held by Olympian Dara Torres, who broke it back in 1983 with a recorded time of 25.62. Weitzel broke the record by just 0.6 of a second with a 25.56 recorded time. It took a few seconds for everyone to realize what they just saw, and what they just saw could very well be a future Olympian at her best. Skateboarding, a sport not often supported by parents, but a sport nonetheless. So why the bad rep? Our very own Gabriel Regalado ventured down to Venice Skate Park to provide a different point of view on the extreme sport.
Skateboarding has affected urban culture. As a photographer, I love documenting the nature and the style of skateboarding. I don't personally skateboard, but that's their type of art. Photography is my type of art.
I mean, when you're like skating places, like people don't like when you like mess with their ledges and stuff. It's like mainly wax ledges, like get them buttery so you can skate them. They don't like that. They think it like destroys property, so they don't like when we do that. We even have a skate park where I live, so like if they're gonna complain about like us like messing with their like ledges and property, they have to like build a skate park.
My name is Royal, and I've been skating since I was 12 years old. That's what I do, and get away from at home.
As a photographer, I love documenting the nature and the style of skateboarding. I don't personally skateboard, but that's their type of art. Photography is my type of art. And being able to document something so valued in their life, I think is really awesome. They bring a whole different aspect of sports and art together, especially with the graffiti and street art. It's really awesome here in Venice, and I think skateboarding is great. The border's on my dudes.
Even though skateboarding gets a bad reputation, it does more good than bad by giving young adults an escape from their daily lives. This is Gabriel Regalado for Cougar News.
That does it for sports. Back to you, Oscar.
Thank you very much, Tigran. Castaic Lake hosted its 9th annual walk to help raise awareness for breast cancer. Participants were able to come out to honor a special loved one or simply help out a great cause. Jacqueline Sepulveda has more on what happened at the event.
This past weekend, hundreds of people from Santa Clarita came out to Castaic Lake to help raise awareness for breast cancer at the annual City of Hope 5K walk. Participants ran, walked, and even brought their dogs out for the 3-mile event.
My name's Taylor Kellstrom, and my dog's name is Mr. Kobe, and I'm here just to support a great cause.
My mom asked me to join the walk with her today in support of a friend of ours who's a survivor of cervical cancer, and then a friend of hers, well, she survived, but her friend has breast cancer, so we were here in support of Team Lisa, and so we got a group together and we came to walk today. And also a friend of ours has a car in the car show, and yeah, so that's why we're here today.
A variety of vendors from SUV came out to support the cause, offering goods and services for your shopping pleasures. A part of their proceeds were donated to the cause. There was also a feast prepared for the runners that was included in the entry fee. The meal included hot dogs and hamburgers for the hungry finishers.
Got here at 6 in the morning because my mom's working registration. So we set the signs up and put the flags up around the course, and yeah.
For more information on future events and how you can raise awareness for breast cancer, make sure to check out www.cityofhope.org. Reporting for Cougar News, I'm Jacqueline Sepulveda.
Well, that does it for this edition for Cougar News. Thank you very much for tuning in. I am Oscar Rogel. Remember, you can catch us on the web at cougarnews.com.
And I'm Haley Cook. You can send us news tips and story ideas to cougarnews@canyons.edu.
And as we leave you tonight, here is some more footage from the Cowboy Festival. Good night.